Man, Rody's been on a roll. Recently, at least. This one's a 3 also. I wouldn't be too surprised, but it's a 3. I think it hasn't been long enough. No, I don't think it's been long enough. So, a new IP from Remedy, I don't see that. I don't see that happening at all. I don't see that happening right away, so... But I do see a possibility of Alan Wake 2 DLC, because we know that there is, because I think there was a season pass being sold. Yeah, there's a season pass being sold for Alan Wake 2, so the possibility of DLC is very likely, so I can see that. I just don't know when it would come. So, but I don't think it'll show up at State of Play. I think it's been too recent. Well, I think it's been I think it's been enough time since Alan Wake 2's came out, but I don't think they would show this at the State of Play. I feel like this would wait a little bit, maybe in the middle of the year, or quarter 3 or 4. But I know it would be announced. I just don't think it will be announced at State of Play. I feel like Remedy can take their time, and they're already popular as it is, so I just don't see it happening right away. You know what I mean? Alright, well that's it for this clip, so let's move on. Wish fulfillment. This one's wish fulfillment. It's a 3, but it's wish fulfillment. And we know the sequel for this game is coming out. I just don't know when. I had to double check myself. Yeah, I'm talking about Slay the Spire 2. I would be cool with Slay the Spire 2 being announced at State of Play. That would be cool. That would be, like, legit cool. But it's more of a wish fulfillment and being biased. I enjoy the crap out of Slay the Spire. I just know it won't show up. No, I know it won't show up at State of Play. I think it's too indie, and they're trying to save it for first-party titles, even though they don't really necessarily show first-party titles at the State of Play all the time. So the possibility of Slay the Spire 2, an indie game, showing up at State of Play is kind of not really likely. So I would say, no, this one would be short, and I highly doubt it. I don't think it's going to show up. I would like it to show up, but I don't think it's going to show up. So yeah, 3 is pretty appropriate on this one. Man, these clips are fun. I like kind of giving it, summing it up with a number, and then moving on to the next clip. I mean, these are predictions, so this is going to be a long video, so I kind of expected that. So, moving on to the next clip. This one's not wish fulfillment, but I'm looking forward to the third one in this franchise. I'm kind of surprised we're at a third one. I am actually generally surprised. But, yeah, I guess the Little Nightmares franchise is actually still good. I think it's still good. I just know it's not to everyone's cup of tea, but it's not disappointing, so I can't say that. So, this one's a 3 also. Little Nightmares 3, I can't remember if it's coming out next year also. I'll have to double check. But the fact that it will show up at State of Play, no, that's at least likely. And just the fact that it got announced, I think last year, I feel like they're still putting on the final touches. Not the final touches, they're still developing, but I feel like the development has gone far enough that they feel confident of announcing it because we got the announcement trailer. I just don't think I think it's too soon to announce anything more. I feel like it would also be in the realm of quarter 3 or quarter 4 for details, or like to say more gameplay trailer to be shown. But whatever the reason, Little Nightmares, they could take their time too. This is the third one, so people already like the Little Nightmares, including myself. I generally enjoyed it too. I played the first one, haven't beat it, and I heard about the second one, and I want to get it. But it'll be fun to play Little Nightmares with my wife when it does come out. Little Nightmares 3, I mean. But, no, this is not a wish fulfillment. I was just saying this, but it could be a possibility. But this one's 3, so I don't see it coming. Just because 3 just got announced, I think, last year. So, no, I think this is a least likelihood it'll show up. And that's okay. They can take their time on this one, too. Alright, moving on to the next clip. This one's also a 3 too. Yeah, this one is also on a wish fulfillment that I do want it to come. I want it to be announced, and we actually get to see more content. But I think it's still in development, and it's good. And it's there's a reason for its 2025 release date because it looks like it's a big game. It's a big game, and you know what I'm talking about once this loads. I just don't think it will be any time soon that we'll get another announcement yet. I think the possibility of it being announced, we'll see more of Monster Hunter Wilds coming up in this one or this year. I think that's a strong possibility. Maybe quarter 3 and 4 also. But State of Play, no, too early. Just the fact it got announced last year, but we didn't get to see a whole lot of Monster Hunter Wilds. I feel like it will take time for that type of open world game of how massive it is, of how massive that game is. No, I think it will take a long. I think it'll take a while before we get actually legit news on Monster Hunter Wilds. I look forward to it, and it's a wish. It's a wish fulfillment that I want to see more stuff, and I do want to see more Monster Hunter Wilds coming up, like more content, more news. I just don't think it's. I think it's too soon they would be announcing State of Play, so this one's at least likely too. I would like to see it there, but I don't think it'll be there. I would be generally surprised. I just don't think it would. It's like in the same boat as Death Stranding 2. I don't think we're going to see it. Here, at least. I think we'll see it further down the road, just not anytime soon. Hashtag sad face. But anyway, moving on next clip. Fulfillment, and freaking it would be freaking dope if we saw this at State of Play. Not this game. Hades 2. I'm not gonna even let it finish. It would be so freaking cool to see Hades 2 in State of Play. We already have the Access Play from the PC, but we don't have it on the consoles yet. And I look forward to that. Hades 1 was a freaking masterpiece, and I like Hades 1. I absolutely enjoyed it. So, the fact that we would see Hades 2 at State of Play, I feel like it's too early. I feel like it would possibly, there's a possibility that it would be announced like the console port. I feel like it would be announced pretty soon this year. I'm gonna say this year, because I feel like it's been enough time that Hades 2, it was officially officially revealed. But it coming to the consoles, I feel like that's a strong possibility this year, because enough time has passed. But unfortunately, I don't think it'll show up at State of Play, so I'm gonna have to say 3. I want it to show up at State of Play. I just don't think it will. It's just been, just because the early access has been released, we just haven't seen a whole lot of it. I just don't think it'll be at the State of Play. I want it to, but it won't. Man, that music rocks. So, let's end it here. Well, let's stop the clip here. My gosh, I have done a lot of clips for this compilation. I'm just saying. This has been a lot of clips. More than usual. Even I'm generally surprised. Well, anyway, this one won. And I'm talking about specifically Assassin's Creed Shadows. If not here, I think it would possibly show up in the Xbox showcase. I think that's a possibility too, but I wouldn't be surprised if Assassin's Creed Shadows show up, because we always seen a cinematic trailer, but we always seen screenshots of the gameplay on the actual website. But specifically Assassin's Creed Shadows, if it doesn't show up, that's okay too. I mean, Assassin's Creed is it the same game every year? Well, not every year. Every Assassin's Creed game, to a degree. So the possibility of Assassin's Creed Shadows showing up, I feel like after Assassin's Creed Shadows, the cinematic trailer actually showed up, that's a possibility it could show up at State of Play. I feel like it would. So, yeah, 1. There's something more I could say. I feel like Assassin's Creed or Ubisoft pays a freaking lot of money, a buttload of money, to attend these type of events. So, them being at State of Play, I wouldn't be too shocked. Let's move on to the next clip. Another game where I'm going to get a copyright. But, I can deal with it. Oh yeah, right. Well, I'm not gonna download this because this is the PS4 and I already downloaded the anniversary edition. But well, I already downloaded the anniversary edition for the PS5. But anyway, uh, this one's a 3 because Elder Scrolls 6 is in like the same boat as Half-Life 3. They showed us a cinematic trailer, but they haven't showed us official gameplay. I don't know if this will be the year. I think it is not definite of when we will get Elder Scrolls 6. It's wish fulfillment. I feel like we have earned the right, and I think we waited a long time to get Elder Scrolls 6, even though Elder Scrolls Online is essentially Elder Scrolls Skyrim again. I think it would be perfect time to get Elder Scrolls 6. If I feel like this would be the perfect year to do it because you made us wait a very, very, very long time to announce anything. So it's more of wish fulfillment. I would like to see Elder Scrolls 6 a state of play, but I know they wouldn't. I feel like the announcement for Elder Scrolls 6 would not be for a long time. It would take a long time. I want Half-Life 3, but let's face it, we're not getting that. Valve is never going to do that. It's been too long. So the fact that Elder Scrolls 6 would come out and stay of play, that is a very least likelihood. I mean, it would be kudos if we see it. I just don't think we will see it. Not for a very long time. It's like Half-Life 3. It's in the same boat as Half-Life 3. We're not seeing that for a long time. Let's move on to the next bit. Man, that song's still awesome. This one's a 3 also. I mean, it's good to think about it. Man, that Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer is still killing it. I know it's gotta be past 8 million at this point. Because love is a long road. Thank you, Tom Petty, for that meme song. That song was perfect for that trailer, and we all know it. Anyway, Grand Theft Auto 6, or any new IP for Rockstar showing up. Highly, highly doubt it. I really highly, highly doubt it. That's going to be 3. If it does show up, I would be generally surprised. Just Grand Theft Auto 6 being announced at State of Play. Another, like, a gameplay footage. No, Rockstar, I feel like, are taking their time to show an actual gameplay trailer. No, I just don't see it at State of Play. I think it would be too early, like Monster Hunter Wilds and Death Stranding 2. I feel like just because those... Wait, was Grand Theft Auto 6 announced last year? I feel like it was announced last year or early this year. But I just don't see it actually showing up. No, I really don't see it showing up at State of Play. I think maybe later down this road. Yeah, I think maybe later down this year. And I was just say this year, because it comes out 2025, maybe a release date. Or maybe we'll get some gameplay, and then we'll get a release date next year. That's a possibility. Other than that, no, I think 3 is a good number for this one. We won't see it. I would be generally surprised if we do see it, but I don't think we'll see it. Anyway, let's stop it here. I doubt it, and I don't think it'll show up. It's a 3, but it's a wish fulfillment. Earthblade. Absolutely Earthblade. That would be cool if Earthblade actually showed up on State of Play. I've been looking forward to it. And after the success of Celeste, I generally enjoyed... No, I love playing Celeste. So the fact that if we get Earthblade, that would be cool if we could get Earthblade. I just know we won't. That would be cool if we get Earthblade. That's my personal opinion. It's wish fulfillment, as I like to say. I've been saying through this compilation. But I know it won't come out on State of Play. I don't think indie games of that caliber would be announced at the State of Play. I think it will be later down the road. Maybe Summer Game Fest or before the Game Awards. I think it will be this year because they said it would come out this year. If it doesn't come out this year, then most likely 2025. Just because it's like retro, kind of like graphics like this, or pixel art, it's a possibility they will be released this year. I've been waiting for a while for Earthblade, so when it was announced, I was excited. So if it gets announced as State of Play, cool. But if it doesn't, I won't be too surprised too, because it has... Yeah, this is the type of title that they can take their time, and it's an indie game title, so of course they're going to take their time. Yeah, Earthblade. Looking forward to it. Hope it comes out this year. I really do hope it comes out this year. It's not specifically for this game, and I'll explain once it loads up. Nice. I just like that we have it. I gotta get back to Dave the Diver. Man, Dave the Diver's it's generally it's so fun to play. Gosh, I love Dave the Diver. Dave the Diver, the game, is just so freaking awesome. That's all I gotta say. Yeah. It's not specifically for Dave the Diver that I did this video. I did this because new IPs. As you'll see it pretty much numbered before we get to this clip. It could be no major franchises are going to be announced. It could be possibly that it's going to be IPs, like they did that one, I think, State of Play. It was mostly IPs and maybe one AAA title, or there was only a few AAA titles. But yeah, there's a possibility of new indie titles IPs being announced by developers we already know, or new developers. But hey, I'm pretty much respect the indie game titles in general. I have major respect for indie game developers and titles. So, a chance that we get to introduce new IPs is a breath of fresh air. I can definitely deal with that. Even if we don't get a lot of AAA titles, as long as you don't disappoint me in the AAA or the indie game spectrum, I'm completely cool with that. So, yeah, I'll say one, because they have done it before. So there's a strong possibility of indie titles. I just don't know what indie game titles that'll show up. Or new IPs. We'll make it fun. New IPs or new indie game titles. And that's definitely, we can't rule that out. I think that's a strong possibility. I just don't know what is going to be announced. I hope it's cool. I hope there's some weird ones, and I hope there are some actually generally awesome ones. That's all I'm going to say. I respect indie game titles, so I'm kind of excited of what they'll announce. Anyway, moving on. So awesome, but it's a 3. Unfortunately, it's a 3. And yes, I'm talking about... And this counts. This absolutely counts. Also, before we start that, shout out to the new subscribers! No, you thought I forgot about you? Well, you were wrong. You thought I was going to do it at the beginning of the clip? That's fair, but I wanted to keep your attention with the compilation of clips I was doing before I said shout out to the new subscribers. So, welcome to the video game walkthrough, playlist, and anything video game galore. Welcome. Well, I'll tell you my goal real quick. My goal is to get to 2,000 subscribers or more. If we get to 2,000 subscribers or more, I'll do something interesting. That kind of sums it up. Cool, moving on. This one's a 3. Anything BioWare related. BioWare has been pretty much tight-lipped because of the massive failure of Mass Effect Andromeda. So they have to take their time. Why they have to take their time? Because of Mass Effect Andromeda. Oh, crap. Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, the possibility of them showing at the State of Play is very slim also. They're kind of in the same boat as CD Projekt Red, and also, what's that other company I talked about? Naughty Dog, yeah. So, the possibility of Mass Effect 4 and Dragon Age Dreadwolf being announced is very, 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 very low. That kind of sums it up. So guys, this is the end of the list. I'm glad you guys stuck up with me. You'll see the complete edition and share factory. But for today, I'm not doing any streaming. This is kind of my streaming. I did this compilation video to announce my predictions of what could possibly show up at State of Play 2024. Absolutely, it's not accurate. Absolutely, it's not going to be completely right. But I think there are going to be a few things right, so if there are a few things right, yay! If there's not a few things right, okay, well, that's not a big deal. So, of course, you can leave that like, comment, or subscribe. Let's let Share Factory earn its credits, and I'll see you guys, well, the next day. Yeah, we're not seeing any streaming today. Sorry, but nah, I'm going to be too busy kind of, chilling out and watching State of Play. So, have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and whatever time zone you're in, and I'll see you guys in the next clip.